Well, this is bigger than I thought. I want to catch that. Oh, it's weighty. Wow, 20 grand. It is absolutely crazy to see what's going on here. Hello everyone and welcome back to Ruby Rise. Today we are with Evotech Performance. I'm really excited to be getting a factory tour, and also I've got my RSV4 1100 factory in there for something really exciting. They're going to kit out my bike with some really cool crash protection, including some crash bobbins, a radiator guard, some lever protection. I'm mostly excited to be seeing the ins and outs of how they're made. They're all made in-house and everything is done at their base here in the UK. They are a premium crash protection and bike performance parts company that have been making products for a very long time. I remember buying my first Evotech Performance product when I bought the H2 about 8 years ago, and they honestly make the best looking and the best quality bike protection, and they have really expanded their product variety from when I first started buying it to what they're showing me today. So let's meet the team and let's have a look at what goes on behind the scenes at Evotech Performance. Hi Dan.
Hi
nice
Ruby.
We are here at the design studio at Evotech Performance, and we're joined by Dan Rack. Dan, lovely to meet you. Thank you for having me today. Tell us about what we're doing today. We've got the RSV4 here.
Yeah, well, we've got your RSV4 here today, so we're going to fit some Evotech Performance parts to it. Radiator guard and crash protection, I believe.
Yes, and also are you taking me on a factory tour?
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Yes, no, definitely going to be a factory tour.
Brilliant. Shall we go?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, this is bigger than I thought.
Yeah, there's quite a lot going on. Starting with almost the heart of the workshop, this is our Trump's punching machine. So although it's not running here and now, this will pick sheets up and it will create all sorts of sheet metal parts, mainly in aluminium, but yeah.
It can do other materials as well.
Oh yeah, stainless steels and mild steels and coated steels and bits and bobs. That's where the sheet metal parts, such as some tail tidy parts, some radiator guards, would start life on this machine. We've got 5-axis mill in there with a robot feed.
Wow.
We've got a simultaneous 5-axis machine with a robot feed.
Yeah.
So by 5-axis, do you understand what the 5-axis is?
Explain it.
Well, effectively, you've got the head with the tool in it will move probably 3 axes. It'll probably move X and Y and then Z, which is up and down. Yeah. And then the bed on this machine will then move in 2 other axes. And what this machine will do is it will move all 5 of them at the same time. So things like your Brembo caliper, your Olin sort of, say, fork leg bottoms, that kind of thing, all complex milling. That's the kind of machine that would actually be, that would be producing a part like that. You're always designing with the aesthetics of the product so people can buy nice looking parts. You're always designing with it so that it fits and does its job very well. But then in the background, we're always designing, thinking, well, how are we going to hold it? How are we going to paint it? How are we going to put the logo on it?
How's it going to look at the end?
Yeah, exactly. You're always thinking about these things when you're designing.
It's doing something.
Yes, well, it's part of our commitment to recycling. So under normal circumstances, this would be quite a kind of like a loose sort of swarf. But what that would be,
can I touch?
This actually, this will compress it on an 8-to-1 ratio. So what would have been 8 full bins of loose swarf is now 1 bin of compacted swarf.
But you'd reuse that?
Yeah, this will get sent straight back to the mill, who can use this straight away from, because it's already had the moisture removed from the actual,
so
from the aluminium.
It's reusable straight away?
Yeah, have a little look over there.
It is absolutely crazy to see what's going on here. I've been using your product for so long, I just never thought it involved a whole little mini town of just manufacturing parts. It's absolutely crazy.
Well, yeah.
So impressive.
Oh, it's good, thank you. Yeah, I'm
really
glad you
cool
like it. It's, yeah, we've become a bit desensitised to it, but it is quite an impressive
setup.
What
are these fans?
Well, one of the guys saw these on like a Discovery channel in like something like Gas Monkey or something like that, and we realised that actually a slow-moving big fan helps just circulate the air, just to keep things cool and fresh. But if you think about it's moving a lot of air slowly, it's a lot better than little fans. So we thought, yeah, they're a good idea. Let's slap a couple up.
You've got 2 of them.
it's perhaps some people think we've got some sort of magic part generator where you press a button and something pops out. Well,
I
it doesn't.
thought that, to be fair, I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a much more straightforward. I'm not saying this is not straightforward, but I just thought it was like. But I also thought you might be ordering parts from other places and putting it together, but it seems like every little part is made here. And with all the variety of machines that you've got, I can imagine the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, absolutely. We can literally make anything. So what happens here, there's a lift here. So the manufactured parts in their raw state, well, they're technically finished in terms of production, but they'll need kitting together. So, you know, there's nuts, there's bolts, there's cable ties, there's, you know, several parts that will have been manufactured that all go into a kit. Well, all of that happens here, ready for them to stock the modulars, so that's where the finished stock will end up.
Yeah.
So as you can see, there's no plastic. It's all paper, tape.
Recyclable?
Very much so, yeah. We've done that for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
At this end, we've then got our 3D printers. So although we've got quite a few 3D printers downstairs, they're more used for the dialing in of prototypes and getting stuff ready in terms of pre-production.
Yeah.
Then they'll come up here and then go through the production process.
Wow.
So these are all very similar printers to the ones downstairs, but they'll be doing some of the more production parts.
Wow, look at that. I can't believe how every bit of, like, every part is made in-house. There's nothing that you kind of mass import or anything like that. Everything is in-house.
Absolutely, yes. Everything's designed here, everything's produced here.
Love that, very nice. What's next? Wow, look at this. So what happens here?
So these are, this is where we keep all of our stock. So a conventional way of keeping stock will be in like grey bins up to just above head height, where the individual will go and pick parts from those bits of stock. These machines allow us to stock our parts upwards, so you get to utilise the height, so we can store a lot more things in the same amount of space. So as you'll find out in a minute when Lee gets here, he'll put some orders in and it'll send it to all of these machines, and they all whiz up and find the right shelf and then present the part to you by the shelf coming out. When the light turns on, it's ready to pick from.
Very clever. So there's a lot of almost machine operated warehouse, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. It stops the, it allows us to manage empty space. So in the old way of doing it, when a bin ran out of product, it would just stay empty until it was replenished. With this, it allows you to put something else in that spot. So it allows you to not have quite so many empty areas where you can just put more stock in there effectively. So they're now looking for the parts, they're looking for the tray with the product in it. You'll see the lights pop on in a minute.
Yeah, look at that.
As soon as the lights go on, as you can see, a few of them are popping on. Then you should see an LED like on there, and it'll tell you where to pick from, right from there. So now Lee will be going up and down with his bins, and he'll then be going to each one with a light on. As soon as he's picked the right part from the right machine, the light will go off, the tray will go away. It'll then, if it's got something else within that machine that it needs, it'll then go and put that tray back, and then it'll go find the next one. Right, so your part's ready. The tray's out and the light's on, so if you want to go pick your part.
Is that the lever guard then?
It is for your Aprilia.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. We're back at the design studio with Dan. Dan, thank you so much for showing me around the entire premises. It was really eye-opening and very impressive. The level of almost perfection that you have in the factory is just so impressive to see the scale of things here that goes on at Evotech.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Glad you liked it.
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
So we'll get on to fitting some of the parts now. So I'll hand you over to Gary.
Perfect.
And leave you in his capable hands.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, Gary.
Hello. Hello.
You're going to be helping. Well, you're actually going to be fitting these parts to my Aprilia. So what have we got here, firstly?
Basically, these are our race caliper bolts.
Yeah.
So you can use these on the track, and they can be wired in, obviously for safety. Two versions on this: race and road. Whichever but you particularly like the race version.
Yeah, I think
so. Very aesthetically pleasing. So also we've got
lever guard.
Yes, brake protectors. So basically, you're going to have what we class as the race style, which is a flat face, slightly smaller style. We supply that to all the BSB race teams. So that's that one. And inside the wraps, you've got.
Can we open it up?
Yeah, you can do.
Let's
If you like to, that's fine.
So these are the spindles.
No, these are the bolts as well. So obviously we manufacture all our own bolts.
Yes.
With a nice Evotech logo on them as well.
Yeah, we just had a look in the factory. It's
exactly,
smart, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah. So basically, obviously, polar washer as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically.
So where would that go? Because I have never had crash protection fitted or crash bunks fitted on this bike. So where would
you have these two main frame bolts here straight away.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is a fairing removal. Obviously, we'll be installing radiator guards at the same time.
Yeah. So how would you do that?
I think on this one it's that way. Yeah, but obviously
There we go.
inset into that area there.
So it goes out more than the wings.
To a certain degree, but you've got to remember that crash protection is designed to protect you
And the engine.
and the core of the bike. And everybody can replace a wing. Everybody can play. They can't replace you, and you can't replace this and the engine. And they're designed to protect the core of the bike. That's what we always say.
So this is the upper part.
Upper radiator guard. Yeah.
So how easy is that to fit at home?
Well, there's clear instructions online.
Yeah.
They'll either be PDF, they'll be videoed. When you place an order with Evotech Performance, you'll receive a confirmation order of the order, and then basically a follow-up, which will actually give you a link direct back to your products. So everything is presented to you. You don't have to go chasing down on the website as well. So, yeah, there's links available. Also, on the website itself, depending on the product itself, there'll be a 3D image of the part. So even before you buy it, you know exactly what you're getting. You can rotate the part, you can look around it and examine it. And then basically, if you do get in trouble, just pick up the phone.
And you get support from him.
You can get myself, or you'll get Damien, and then we'll just help you
I'm
through
not the
the last
most
little bit.
mechanically minded, but this doesn't look too complex to...
No. This one's used a joint system on this one, actually. So with this piece, it's hooked onto the top.
Yeah.
We have we call them lollipops, 2 little lollipops that integrate with the fairing. And then basically this one's a reverse one, so this one hooks into the centre.
Do they come together?
You can buy them together, or you can buy them individually, depending on it,
Yeah, brilliant. So we've got rad guard, lever guard,
crash protection,
bungs, and
some bolts to be
caliper
installed.
bolts. Brilliant.
Yes.
Thank you, Gary. I look forward to having it all kitted out and seeing the finished product. Right guys, we have come to the end of our day with Evotech Performance, and it's been an absolute blast, guys. I love the fact that they make everything in-house, from an idea in their head all the way to finished product that arrives in the post. And honestly, having used Evotech for 8 years now, I just can't believe the variety of products that they make now. Having started with crash protection, now they make all these high performance race parts, wing mirrors, lever guards, tail tidies, caliper bolts. There is just an endless list of really cool premium parts made in-house in the UK. Nothing is imported, nothing is used from elsewhere other than the HQ here. And I really appreciate that, especially that in this day and age, everything is imported, and it's really hard to find good quality products, especially when it comes to motorcycle performance products. So it's been an absolute blast to get an insight into Evotech protection. I feel like now that I'm already a customer of theirs, it's just been really nice to get a closer look at what they do here at Evotech Performance. And guess what, guys? This sign here is made in-house as well. See you guys in the next video. Let's meet the team and let's have a look at what goes on behind the scenes at Evotech Performance. Okay, come on, let's go. Is it human function?
Say again?
It's human function.
It's done with a machine.
With
it's
a
like
machine, but someone does it. Bends it.
You'll see in a minute. It's what's called a punching machine,
Yeah.
but
Cool.
it's one of the areas we won't give too much away. But
Okay, yeah. And how long would it take to, say, make, I don't know, an average size pot?
well, it's top secret information.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's
Would it be like days, weeks, hours?